Hello, welcome back to Romany's Realm. I'm Romany, and today I have a quick unboxing for you. I have the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle. I've been looking forward to this coming out for a while, and yes, in case you're wondering, I do have the Yule version as well. We'll be having an unboxing of that later. But of course, being spooky season, we're going with the Samhain one for now, and just the box is beautiful. Written and created by Lorraine Anderson and Juliette Diaz, who've done other oracles as well, and it's illustrated by Guida Rose. I apologise if I'm butchering her name. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm just going with what I see. Her illustrations, man. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. The foiling on this box, look at the red foiling. And the Yule one has green foiling. There's a Beltane one listed on Amazon already, so I'm assuming they're doing all 8 Sabbats, which would be really awesome. These are specifically dedicated to the Sabbats, but I think you could use them any time around that time. And I will certainly get a lot of use out of this one. I love this. So we've got a moon on the inside of the box. Put that there so you can see the information. We've got a guidebook. I can never get these out of the box. There we go, there's the guidebook. Ooh, look at that illustration on the back, I love that. It's a 44 card deck, and if you take into account the additional illustrations for things like this and the box and everything else, you're probably looking at least 50 illustrations per deck. Times 8. Even I can do that maths. That's a lot of illustrations. And it's all being done by the same artist, Guida Rose. You can find her on Instagram if you look up her name and see more of her amazing artwork. It does actually have an Instagram in here for her, but she's actually changed her handle since this was published. Okay, let's look at the cards. Another moon in there. Let's pop those two together so I don't lose them. And look at the cards, they're gilded. Oh, I bet they're all gilded the same colours as the boxes, so the Yule set will be green. I've already seen the Beltane set, looks like it's either gold or orange, which is, wow. So we've got the quite big cards. They're not 4x6, but they're fairly close. Let's see. There's my iPhone 8. So they're quite good size cards. Makes them interesting to shuffle. The back of the cards is beautiful as well. It's got this lovely glossy finish to it, which makes it easier to shuffle them. The matte ones are a little bit easier to read and easier to film with, but they are harder to shuffle. And then we've got the actual cards. Looks like they're numbered 1 through 44. So this is All Hallows Eve, and it's got the information on the cards. If you can hear weird noises in the background, that's my dog. Maddie has decided she's going to have her lunch while I film. She does this a lot. Because of the foiling, these are stuck together a bit, so I'm not going to go through every single card anyway. It would take far too long, but I'll take some highlights. But I'll have to go through and separate the cards. The easiest way to do that is to just grab the edges like this and crack them. It's just where they've been gilded. If you do it that way, you're less likely to tear them when you try and get them apart. So, little tip for you there. All Hallows Eve, call upon the voices that stir your senses through the night. Cast an unforgiven howl as you stomp your might through the ground. I like this. Oh, those are still stuck together. Apparently we're not destined to find out what number 2 is. We have the Ancestors, number 3. I don't know if you can see very well. It's a girl here chopping wood. And a dead girl down here. Possibly dead, I'm not sure. I would think so, given its ancestors. They hiss a quivering so deep only roots of their soil can lift the nakedness hidden within the vows made in silence, an ancient chill walking upon the spine. Oh, I love this. It's like poetry. I'm just going to take it where it's in chunks and do that. Look at her. She's gorgeous. So, people of colour represented in here as well. Healer. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy blessed by mother, seen only by those who hold her mirror. Oh, these are amazing. I mean, I bought them for the artwork, but I love these. What amazing journal prompts to jump off from. Rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painful. It's a mighty rising, O flame resurrected. I'm loving the colour tones in this. It's very, very muted, and I love muted colours. May you never tear the living ritual that is magic merged within the roots of your being, the soil of your soul. I'm going to skip that one because it's got boobs. We all know what YouTube censorship is like. But that one is Seduction. It's 3 girls dancing in very see-through dresses, hearing the roaring flames with the masterful trance that calls upon the heaving chest. Give in to its alluring grip, if you please, but heed my warning of the claws that draw blood without mercy. Ooh, that's a bit ominous. Number 43, The Witch. Grab a hold. Allow the dwelling fire within belly awaken all that is. A mere glimpse, a delicate pull at the roots, living in the alchemy of self. And then this one is Wolf. Beautiful. Devour the ferocious calling within the howling of your spirit. Run wildly into the freedom of your knowing. These images are just so beautiful. I'm loving these. Let's have a quick look at the guidebook. It's fully decorated and in colour. Very nice. I like when things are in colour. Haven't broken the spine on this even yet. It is sewn binding, not perfect bound. It does have, I like this, it's got about the authors. It's got all the different items as well. Look at that pumpkin, isn't that pretty? Beautiful, beautiful artwork. So it's got about the authors, Lorraine and Juliet. So Lorraine Anderson is the founder of Spirit Element, a spiritual wellness boutique. Draws her practice from varied cultural heritage, including Spanish, Romanian, and Irish. And Juliet Diaz is an indigenous Taino-Cubana. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that. She's a bruja, healer, and seer from a long line of curanderos, healers and witches. She is a well-known and highly respected speaker. She's a very good speaker as well. And the illustrator, Giada Rose, is Kentucky-based. Illustrator and designer interested in the gossamer threads that stretch between magic, nature, femininity, and art. Beautiful. Her work is infused with a longing for the old ways and a love of the seasons, mythology, historical customs, tarot, and folklore. Beautiful. And then bats. Look at these illustrations. They're just so gorgeous. Wow. This looks like ink and brush with some watercolour. There's bats. I love this. This is beautiful. I could spend hours just looking at the book. So it talks all about the cards, how to use them, etc., etc. Look at all these full colour illustrations. My goodness. There's got to be easily 100 illustrations in the book alone. It's got some card spreads, interview your deck, graveyard spread, spiritual counsel, reclaiming my power, rotten apples, transformation, weekly outlook, witches' tools, moon phases, shadow spread. Gosh, there's a lot. The healer's spread, the coming of winter spread, and the Athame spread. So given that there's a coming of winter spread, you would, or I would, use this through the whole of Samhain season, which for me is between the Sabbats. So rather than starting at Samhain and working through to Yule, I would use it midway through Samhain, partway through to Yule, and then swap to the Yule deck for December and most of January. And then you would swap to the Imbolc. Well, I would. That's how I would use it. Obviously, everyone is free to do their own things. Oh, Altar is the number 2 that we couldn't find. So it's got all the information. It's got the keywords. It's got explanations about what the text means, reversed options, and so on. And every single card is in full colour. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that one. The Haunted. This is just... oh, I cannot think of a more perfect illustrator for this deck. Amazing. I can't wait to dive into this and play. So there it is. That's the Seasons of the Witch Samhain Oracle, written by Lorraine Anderson, Juliette Diaz, and illustrated by Gerda Rose. Next up, we'll do the Seasons of the Witch one, but not just yet. I will wait until I open it and do an unboxing before I use it. So thanks for joining me. If you're interested in purchasing this deck for yourself and you use Amazon UK, I will leave my shop affiliate link down below. It doesn't cost you anything, and I don't know what you purchase, but it gives me a tiny kickback. And I checked the other day and it was on Book Depository. Hopefully it's not sold out. So if you're in the international realm and you need to get it, then Book Depository offers free delivery worldwide, which is always good. Thanks for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye.